Hola Beat Faithful, welcome to San Francisco. Call me. Today on the show, we've got my music mentor, Scott Corelli, Worthy from Dirty Bird, I know y'all know who that is, and two insanely talented people, Tobin Ellsworth and Micah Burns, with their feet in both worlds, both music and food. Let's go.
Call me that all you want. Put you on the phone.
Oh, you down. San Francisco was where I sort of found electronic music. I was standing in an art gallery in the financial district that used to just be bonkers with a line around the block at 7 p.m. every Wednesday. In San Francisco, the music is always bustling and has kept me very much in the know in terms of what's happening globally with cuisine, just by the volume of good cooks, good chefs, and an audience that's educated about what they're eating. So today in San Francisco, we'll be going to two places. The first is Waterbar, a classic San Francisco seafood staple. The second is the Pawn Shop, a bit more colorful, a bit more adventurous in terms of cuisine. Can't wait.
Bleeps and blobs, kid.
The Pawn Shop is right next door to and part of Monarch. Monarch is a club that I was playing for years in San Francisco before moving to Berlin a few years back.
Mission and 6th Street, where me and this guy, Scott Corelli, tell him hi, Scott, used to throw a party down the street, which kind of put my music career on the map, and this dude really helped me learn in a lot of different creative ways and endeavors. Today we're going to this place called the Pawn Shop. All we know about this place outside of the owner is that there's a golden phone and a surly shop owner. So let's see if we can get into this thing.
It's really interesting the way that you enter the place, the way that they've given an ode to the local sort of myco-geographical location in terms of having a pawn shop. There are many down here.
Hey, how's it going? All right, hey, finally, you know what I mean? Some big money in the place, all right? Good to see you. How you doing? Good, hey, never better, you know what I'm saying? Best day ever, you know what I mean? You gotta keep it rising. So, tell me a little bit about what's going on today, you know what I mean? Looking to buy or sell? Yeah, some food, we're gonna get there. You're getting warmer, but traditionally I like to ask people to trade an item, something of that nature, just so I know you're not like a secret agent or nothing. Well, if you don't have anything, you know what I mean? Plan B is you can sing, joke, or dance your way in. You know, I just gotta see a little something, you know what I mean? Pawn shop Jerry, baby. Let me see it. Nice. Yeah, I'm saying you got the moves. Now let's do this.
Bleeps and blobs, kid. Y'all can't stop this. We afterthought it. Bleeps and blobs, kid. Y'all can't stop.
So I'm about to introduce y'all to Chef. When I first met Chef, he was bumping Ice Cube loud out of the kitchen, being irreverent, not unlike the music I play. He embodies both, someone that has a handle on cuisine and someone that knows his tunes. This is that kind of dude you gotta know. Of course, today I'm excited to talk to you guys about food and music, but it would be hard to talk about San Francisco today without talking about the influx of tech money into the city.
The scene of San Francisco is still very, very important in US. It's going through transition. It's big money coming in the city. So we'll see where is it actually going to end, how we're going to adapt ourselves in terms of creativity and not only in terms of money. We have to stay creative. It's a city of philosophy. It's a city of culture. It's not going to lose this way. We just got to play our game every single day, go forwards, still continue and fight.
Oh, that's that good. That's the good stuff. You know, we've been talking, explaining stuff.
You woke up like that?
Let's grab the guys, a few friends, get up here and actually taste these plates. I know I'm down.
Serious. Like, let's just be cute. Let me get, that.
Today I know we asked you for the lamb and the octopus and the cauliflower. So can you tell what we're going to have up there?
So the lamb is the masterpiece of the house, actually. Super, super, super fresh. Well raised, grass-fed, with an amazing, amazing sauce that you actually dip and it will bring you somewhere that you decide where to go. Pistachio sauce. The cauliflower, straightforward, just fried paprika, salt, romesco sauce. Just a little bit of almonds, bell pepper to get a crunch on it, and pickled red onions will elevate the actual taste of the cauliflower. It's the mixture of everything. And the octopus, ow!
All right, my man. Eats and eats style in the kitchen.
Waterbar, which has dollar oysters. That's right, $1. It's absolutely amazing to me because it's under the Bay Bridge. It has this gorgeous view. It's absolutely a seafood staple here in the city. And it's one of the places to go and sort of really get a sense of where you're at and why you're there, both in terms of aesthetic and in terms of what they plate. Chef and owner of Waterbar, Paul Ulrich, is one of those amazing San Francisco figurehead chefs. He was part of the opening team at Fairlawn, one of the greatest seafood institutions that I've ever visited. And he embodies in Waterbar the ethos of San Francisco in general. It's about local produce, it's about relationships with farmers, it's about getting local cuisine on a plate right in front of you so that you can taste the freshness and what happens when you have a connection with the growth and nurturing of your cuisine.
I'm the funk police.
Driven by that philosophy, what Park plated for us today was pretty outstanding. First off, we had a bavette steak Alfredo, but with a capellini Alfredo as opposed to fettuccine, just to elevate it a bit, and a light tomato sauce. Super creamy, super juicy, super good. We also had a ling cod with squash and corn. Simple ingredients, sure, but caught just outside the Golden Gate. This is one of the freshest, most texturally sound pieces of fish I've ever eaten. The setting's so comfortable, so chill, so amazing, so beautiful that I had to stick around Waterbar for just a little bit longer. So I invited my buddy Worthy from Dirty Bird Records over from Oakland to sit down with me and get into a little bit more of the seafood. You have to get the seafood in when you live in Berlin. Living so close to the ocean, or being so close to the ocean, you have to take advantage of that. So Worthy and I have been friends for years. He was there when I was making collabs in a bedroom on Haight-Ashbury actually. And he used to come by and give us advice on whether or not he thought we had a shot. The good thing is it seems like he was right about us having a little bit of chance at doing something in the music game. We chat a little bit over seafood, have a little bit of a catch up, and the wonderful part of it all is a chance for me to make up for the last time I was supposed to be at Waterbar when the gig went a little too late and my man had to eat dollar oysters alone. Let's see if we can eat oysters together this time.
Hola, Beat Faithful. Kevin Knapp Beats and Eats coming to you with Worthy from Dirty Bird and Antibiotic Recordings. What's up? Do you remember actually when we met?
It must have been at my ex-girlfriend's house.
Sounds about right.
In the lower, or in the Haight.
Yeah.
Because you were making some music with Eric.
Eric Sebastian. Shout out Eric Sebastian.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the first time we met was when you were over there making music with him. And I was like, oh, this guy's making music, and these guys are making music. That's really cool. And I think we've been friends ever since, and supported my music, and I've supported your music.
I'm the funk police.
All right, so do you have any sort of opinion about like the relationship that exists between the food and art and our music scene in the city? I mean, would you say that those two things occur in tandem? Would you say that it's something that when you see one, you see the other? Or what's your impression of all that?
Well, I definitely feel like music and food has like a really strong like connection, especially with Dirty Bird. That's like really was like our like foundation was barbecue and beats, really. And I was like, let's give people some awesome like food for free to bring them for the music, or they're gonna come for the music and we'll feed them.
See, I like the way you did that. It goes both ways. It's like
it goes both ways, Yeah, it's intersectional. It crosses over, and then like But I mean, nowadays you're definitely seeing, you know, like there's got to be like food trucks at like any kind of event because people are going to be hungry. You're dancing, and you need something to keep you going. It can't just be drinks. You got to have some food there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, the better the tasting food, that's, you know,
Yeah.
the better the party's going to be. Yeah.
So just the city in general, like I keep hearing about these changes. Sometimes I come back, I see a few of the changes. Sometimes I come back and like on this week so far, it's been like, I don't see any changes at all. It's still just as beautiful as it ever was. Have you seen a little bit of this like influx of new energy, maybe pushing out some of the creativity that was there when we met back in the day?
I mean, you can just see it like in the price point of food and, you know, beverages is going up like a little bit. You know, they're up a couple dollars since they were, you know. The price point of property, you know, rents and properties has gone up, and that's pushed out like a lot of the creativity, and a lot of it's moved over to the East Bay, I think, you know, because the prices are a little bit less over there, and it's getting tougher out here for an artist, you know, like people don't make like an insane amount of money in the tech industry.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because the people love what the artists are creating. So I mean, it'd be really good if we see like a little more influx from those people into like the art scene.
Yeah, and into the revenue stream. I just want to say thanks, dude, for, you know, taking the time. It's always good to see you.
Always a pleasure,
Okay,
buddy.
I mean, last time I was doing your interview show, so I had to come and get you back.
Yeah.
So, appreciate you. Welcome, Beats and Eats, Kevin Knapp, 2019, San Francisco. Let's do it.
So that's it. That's my city. That's San Francisco. I sure hope you can make it over here at some point and get into any part of anything it has to offer. It really is that good. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Knapp, Beats and Eats, on location, NSF. It's real. Go eat.
I'm the funk police. I'm the funk police.